Hey, Geek Protagonist. I'm going to switch these out real quick. Got my cutter, so you know what time it is. It's time to do some unlockings. So, I'm using tablets a little easier right now. Phone's on charge. So, let's get going because I don't want these to be too long. Got a box here from eBay. So I got a lot of mothballs in there. Aha. So good package. I thought this character looked amazing and he was a little expensive. If I ever decide to make a really cool story out of these Skylanders or it gives me ideas for D&D, this is a really cool looking character. I've tried to get a few more of the really, really awesome looking ones, but they are a little bit more costly. What's this dude's name? I forgot, he's like the Void something, but I just thought this looked cool. Like the cloak, how it's kind of going in and out of shadow, and the eyeball thing with the magic. Oh, what's that up there? All right. Sorry if you hear the scratching. I use these headphones, so while other ones are charging. Got another box here. This one has no fanfare, but it's the golden version of this Queen Lady. I thought she looked awesome too from Skylanders. There's like a black and white version, but she looks really cool. This Egyptian look. Like I told you, I actually buy these. I don't have the Skylanders game, but I may get it just to try it out when I played it with my nephew a couple times. But just to have these, I just like the way they look. So, put this here. So you get an idea of the Queen. Got another box. I must have did a Kickstarter or something. So this is called Epic Duels. Uh, Got the this is a Kickstarter. Got a card thing here. Got some other card games. So this is I kind of remember back in this. I see something sometimes I don't remember, but I actually do remember back in this now that I'm thinking about it. So it's a fast-paced card game of fantasy combat designed for the creators of Star Realms Hall of Famers. Epic gives you cross-play, 2 to 4 players, ages 13 up, about 20 minutes of gameplay. It's a really pretty good price. And yeah, so I bought the 2 card starter set. I bought the other thing. I actually forgot that I backed this. I used to do a segment where I would actually show things I was backing, and I still do, but no one really, except for very specific stuff, nobody really watched them. But I may start doing that again. But sometimes I'm so fast on just backing things, I have to start remembering to maybe post them on here, just to give you a little background. If you guys are interested, package. The Beetle headlights. Okay. This, actually, I want to move to a smaller package anyway. So this is for my dad. This is actually a mouse. He used to have a Volkswagen Beetle, and I'm getting him this for Father's Day. I thought it was a really cool mouse. We had a yellow Volkswagen. It got into an accident, but we loved that thing. So I thought it'd be really cool to get my dad for Father's Day. Something nice, simple, but yet memorable. All right. Got some comic books here. So definitely from Stormwatch. This is my Ultra Mega number one. James Harrison. I think if I remember correctly, this is done by Skybound. Crossover number 5, which I think this is the final crossover. So I still do want to get my hands on Guy Country. Now, I think this is the final crossover. Number 5. I will actually go through crossover and then review them accordingly. Now we have Erratic. I'll do that too because there's 5 of these, and this is number 4. Great comic book. I've only gotten to read the first one. I will read the rest later. You can see the cover back there. Upshot is a great company. I have to see what Man's World's about. I've never heard of it, but I have been really liking what I've read so far of Upshot, and this is crossover number 4. It looks like it's that God Sword from God Country. So I got a feeling that Donnie, I've only read the first issue, and I do want to actually review these back to back kind of thing. The first issue kind of bothered me a little bit with some of the messaging in there, but we'll see with the rest. Donnie Cates usually doesn't let me down, but I mean, you can have a bad issue or issue I don't like. I do know I did see a splash page that they promoted with some characters that people were like, oh, they're not as dynamic as, like, you know, Batman, Superman. I'm like, yeah, but if you're an independent reader, you like something. Like, I know Savage Dragon was on there, The Darkness. And it's funny how people will take those characters and cut down on them when I'm like, crossover appeal for the independents, it's never going to be like Marvel or DC too often because how ridiculous they are when it comes to money and backing. So, for example, everyone knows Hellboy, but they only know Hellboy because of the movie. And let's be real. Like, people seem to forget. Most people know Iron Man, Captain America, and all of them now. Not when I was growing up, but it's because of the movies. So a lot of characters actually aren't that epic thing. Now, Hulk was known a lot actually because he was a big thing, especially back in the 60s, had a great TV show. A lot of people know Hulk, Angry Guy. They know something. To me, if you know the character enough to go, I know this and this, that's a standout character. The X-Men are standout characters like Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Like, some people might go, oh, they're on the same level. No, if you walk up to a random person and go, who's the Incredible Hulk? Do you know who that is? Or do you know what he looks like? They're 9 out of 10 they're going to know, and that was prior to the movie. So that's what I mean. So we'll sit that here. All right, package. I'm assuming this is a Kickstarter of some sort. It's actually very heavy. And I wish I was exaggerating. This actually has some weight to it. Let me see if I can. I do want to finish crossover, like I said, because I want to see if it makes up for that first issue. And it just had a bad kickstart. Because I've really enjoyed things I've read of Donny Cates so far. So then now I just found out he's doing my boy the Hulk. So I got to look into that. Because I'm definitely getting that. I missed Thor and I missed Venom. And I'm not going to miss the Hulk. And I am going to get my hands on Thor and Venom at some point. Okay, that explains why this is so dang on heavy. So someone actually talked about this as an independent comic, kind of supposed to be a throwback. And I actually lucked out because I came on the comic when I actually got to read one. I got to read the first issue free. It was great. I enjoyed it. And it talks about like the social changes with a superhero. So T-Bird and Throttle. And this is the full omnibus along with, I guess this is like an ash can of some sort. Or this is the last issue, I think. So when they had it on there, I was like, oh, wow, I can buy the whole thing. I actually lucked out on the timing. Because I was very interested before to get it. So this will be something I'll definitely like to read. So far from what I've read of it, I actually really liked it. I liked the idea because it went from him being this old school superhero to like people were like, oh, he's toxic and toxic masculinity and all the garbage that people do today versus what's the actual real stuff. And yes, there is a difference. And yes, I don't believe in toxic masculinity. I believe in toxic people. Because women can be toxic too, but it's always laying on the men. And I'm like, no, there are toxic men. So yeah, if you're gonna say there's toxic masculinity, you have to also say there's toxic femininity. Because like the women who force their kids into pageants or dance moms and stuff are just as toxic for competition. So I kind of get tired of the let's blame men for everything when it's let's blame bad people. Maybe people just need to be better people. Even if you think one is purveying the idea versus the other. Now, I actually found this at Goodwill. I have no idea what this is. So I think I own this book now a couple times. Now I kind of went back. I was like, I think I actually bought this again. So I got this from Goodwill. It's Percy Jackson, but just in case I don't, I do with the lightning thing. And for anybody who's questioning it, Percy Jackson, in my personal opinion, is better than Harry Potter. I actually think Harry Potter's stupid. Sorry. Sorry, all you Harry Potter fans who call people muggles and stuff like that. I've actually been called that. Where someone was like, "You're a muggle" when Avengers are coming out. They're like, "Avengers not that big of a deal. This is a girl we knew." And all of a sudden, she's like all about the Avengers after the Avengers came out. She was all about Harry Potter before that. And then she was like, "Oh, Avengers," and she cosplayed as like Black Widow, and then she cosplayed as Hawkeye, and then she did this other thing as Layla. And I'm like, "What happened to all that? Oh, they're not as cool as the Harry Potter." She's like, "Just shut up." So yeah, I don't like Harry Potter. I don't like I I think I've said it before in videos. I only like out of the films like two of them. Prisoner of Azkaban and Order of the Phoenix. And those are the two I own because someone actually luckily going through stuff, someone actually had those specific movies and they were like, "Yo, you want these?" I was like, "Oh, sure." I don't own any of the other Harry Potters because I don't care about them. I think Harry Potter's story is actually just nothing more than fake Naruto. I literally feel like when I watch stuff, like the villain is a snake guy, then he has a big fight with the teacher guy, and he's using snake magic, and they're doing this whole thing with the hero watching, just like when what's name fought the Hokage, and I'm like, come on, guys. So that's just my personal thing. If you like Harry Potter, hey, more power to you. I don't like Harry Potter. I think it's stupid, but I like Fantastic Beasts. But I know a lot of hardcore fans don't like that. But that's neither here nor there. It's just whatever. So I saw this here, and it made me very curious, so I ended up buying it. I don't know what this is. But I saw it, and I said, what is this? So this is 30 minutes and counting. The battle to save Earth begins. Your highly trained commando on board of a Battlesat-1 Earth military satellite station. Your mission is to destroy the dreaded Omega virus, a computer entity that taken control of the station. Every second counts as it begins to aim the station's plasma weapons towards Earth. Dash down pathways, dart into docking bays, and race into rooms as you search the station for high-tech weaponry to hunt the virus. Beware, the virus knows where you are and what you found. It can attack you at any time, and so can your fellow commandos as the virus spreads throughout the station. Whole sectors shut down. Hurry, 1 minute. Only minutes are left. Find the virus and destroy it to win. If time runs out, the virus wins and Earth is doomed. So I just saw this big, weird game-looking thing with a cover, talking electronic game. I hope it works. Yeah, so that's the back of it. I swear I don't remember this game, the Omega Virus, but funny enough, I remember this image right here. That. I don't know why. Strange, right? I think I'll go through one more. So, I was going Walgreens hunting to search for Zotekis and got me a Hulk. Actually, I think by this point I may have all the Avengers. And have me a Thanos. About to do a snap. So, I'm going to end this video here. I think that's a high note. I have more in this tote. But we got Hulk. Zoteki. Can't wait to take him out these bags. Now, this is actually one of my favorite Hulk costumes, though. This was, I think, near Mark Waid's run when Hulk had the smash time, but Hulk was actually wearing like a kind of an outfit. I think it was to regulate the gamma radiation or something. But I really like that suit. I actually liked Mark Wade's run with the smash time and everything. I actually really like that run. And it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite pictures of Hulk. So you guys are watching this as smash time, and I just loved it. Thanos. We have the Epic Duel. Got another start little pack there. And got the joint right here. Good job, guys. When I get the chance to play with some of my people, White Wizard Games. I buy games because hopefully when I, have family one of these days or something, we get to play. I do have a few friends that will play board games too, so we'll see. The Omega Virus. It feels like a lot of stuff's in there. If something's missing, I may have to go eBay hunting. I've had to do that before where I'll start finding the pieces on eBay. Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief. I think I have this before, so if I do, I'll turn that into a gift. It's actually in pretty good shape. We got T-Bird and Throttle. I would say the trade omnibus heavy comics. I'm not going to pull them back out, but crossovers in here, a few others. I think crossover actually came to an end with number 5. Static, I think, is actually in number 5 ending too. So I went back to my place to replace some of the comics. So it's a rotation of the 5s, and then I think I have 2 comics there that are actually, because this is my other comic book shop, that actually have constantly rotation, which is like Gotham and another one. And then my main comic shop, he has most of my books. Like, he has my Justice League. He has my Savage Dragon. A few others like that. Like I said, this is the Volkswagen Beetle. I'm not going to take this out the box again because I'm actually going to wrap that. And we got some really cool Skylanders here. I'm going to actually set those over there for now. This Queen one. Really like the look of this character. Yeah, I buy Skylanders because I like the look of the characters. And there's a cat one I really, really want. So I have to look at that again, too. See if I can find some others. And this guy just looks amazing. Like, I love the whole look. And I know I saw a thing where this actually, someone had it broken, so it came out. I don't want this out. So, yeah. We got the cards. We got that. I think that's everything. All right. So that's it for this one. Geek Protagonist, you stay safe, you stay healthy, and you stay real. And I'm going to do another one. See ya.